Jared Cole had it all: youth charisma and an unshakable ambition. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, he quickly learned that success wasn't handed to people like him, it was either taken or never found. He wanted to escape the cycle of poverty, and when an opportunity came to make fast money, he took it without hesitation. By the age of 25, Jared was deeply entrenched in a life of crime. His operations, fraud, robbery and illegal dealings made him rich, but the law eventually caught up with him. Arrested for armed robbery and racketeering, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison. His world crumbled. His friends disappeared, his mother wept, and his dreams faded into a cold gray cell. The first few years behind bars were brutal. Jared struggled with anger, regret and guilt. But the turning point came when he received a visit from his mother. With tears in her eyes, she told him, "You're better than this, son. This is not your legacy." Those words haunted him. He started reflecting on his life, questioning his choices. That night, as he lay on his thin prison mattress, he made a decision he would change. Jared immersed himself in books, biographies of great leaders, philosophy, finance, and self-improvement. He began attending rehabilitation programs, earning certificates in business and counseling. He also started mentoring younger inmates, urging them to see beyond their circumstances. After serving 10 years with exemplary behavior, Jared was granted parole. But the outside world wasn't welcoming. Jobs rejected him, friends avoided him, and society labeled him as nothing more than an ex-convict. But Jared refused to let his past define him. Remembering the hopelessness he felt in prison, he envisioned creating opportunities for people like him, men and women seeking redemption but finding only closed doors. With no money and no connections, Jared started small. He spoke at community centers, sharing his story and advocating for second chances. He networked with local businesses, convincing them to hire rehabilitated ex-convicts. Within a year, he founded the Hope Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to rehabilitating former prisoners. The organization provided job training, counseling, and financial assistance. His story caught media attention, and donations started pouring in. Through the Hope Foundation, Jared helped thousands of ex-prisoners reintegrate into society. He provided shelter for those with nowhere to go, job placements for those willing to work, and mentorship for those seeking guidance. One of his greatest successes was Michael, a young man Jared had mentored in prison. With the foundation's support, Michael earned a college degree and became a social worker dedicated to helping troubled youth avoid the mistakes he and Jared had made. Art's impact was undeniable. He received awards for his humanitarian work and was invited to speak at universities and government panels about criminal justice reform. Despite his past, he was now seen as a leader, a role model, and a beacon of hope. One day, as he stood in a packed auditorium giving a speech, he spotted his mother in the front row. Tears streamed down her face, not from disappointment this time, but from pride. Jared had rewritten his legacy. Art Cole, once a prisoner, had become a philanthropist, proving that no one is beyond redemption. His story wasn't just about overcoming adversity, it was about using that adversity to uplift others. As he stood in his foundation's headquarters, watching former convicts rebuild their lives, he knew one thing for certain: his past had shaped him, but it would never define him. He had found his purpose, and in doing so, he had given countless others a reason to hope.